What's going on, guys? It is Saturday, and is your crypto mining farm ready for the bull run? If not, head on over to Rabid Mining Bros. I'm just kidding. I'm lying. There's no such shop. There's no Rabid Mining Bros. So if it turns up someday, it's fake. Let's do a quick roll call. I do see Mike Baldwin in the house. Budweiser. Yeah, nailed it. My buttons aren't working, so I have to kind of be prepared that time. So we got Ogre MGTOW, Mike Metcalf, scrolling through, Frank B. Zagatti, Sadie Sometimes, Sherlock's, Skirm, what's going on? Xavier, Alexander Fleener, Mike Baldwin, I think I already said that. But yeah, Alien Hawk Q just got back from a trip. He was gone for 3 weeks. Wow, must be nice. Must be nice to be loaded. I'm just bugging you. Awesome, welcome back. Hopefully your trip was good. Mike Vega, what's going on? Jock McMiner, UK. Elvatus Jokabuckus, Team JFK. Eric Duff. AJ Rick, what's happening? Black Sails. What is that? Sasha's Glimpsy, something. Oh, it just jumped on me. Crazy. Yusuf Putz. Sasha's Slaps. What is going on here? Marcus Plotz. Sean S. Dakar Tech. Thrushra. What is that? Thushrara. Okay, I can't say that. I messed up here. Crossbow Mining. What's going on, Crossbow Mining? Son of a rabbit panda. Ogre MGTOW. Nemo Forius 1.0. All right, so how's everyone doing? How is everyone? Witness. Hey, Witness, where you been? Welcome, Witness 101. It's been a while. I haven't seen you around for a bit here. Welcome back. Ice River dumped prices on the KS0 Pro. Let's find out. Let's take a look at this. So, Ice River, what are their prices at right now? That's interesting. Not aware of this situation. I just checked it the other day. I didn't notice that. Oh, wow, they did. Look at that, guys. Look at that. You know what? I think I got a link to them. Do I got a link to? Yeah, Ice River. I do have a link. Oh, wait, I got to change that. The code has changed. Boom. Save. I got to make sure my link is still up to par there. But yeah, so looks like they did drop their price. So I do have a link down in the description. Code RABID is an additional 5% off. But yeah, I was not aware about this. And it looks like these were in stock yesterday and now they're not. So I don't know how many they had or just everyone just bought them out. But it does look like the KS0 Pro definitely came down in price. So, all right, thanks for pointing that out, Witness. I was not aware about that. That, like, just happened sometime in the past couple hours or something. So, crazy. Crazy. So, yeah, be sure to, I'm going to try solo on the KS0 Pro, $10 in 8 days pool mining. Yeah, it's coming down a little bit. You know, hash rate is up, I noticed. It's up to like 180 some petahash now. Crazy times coming in. I bought too soon. KS0 Pro is POS $10 in over a week. Hey, you know, that's still like probably about 5 times more than a GPU is doing, but regardless, you know, it all depends on situations, what you want to mine, versatility, and things like that. So a couple things we're going to go through. One is obviously, is your crypto mining farm ready for the bull run? Because that bull run is right around the corner. It is coming. But I don't know if you guys seen this. Check this out. Boom. You guys heard about this at all? Oh, I got it set wrong. Look at this. I think this is F-gate. That's a Vitalik in jail, you know, 40 years later. Anyway, I don't know if you guys caught this, but it looks like just in, this was yesterday actually, or 2 days ago now, Ethereum founder Vitalik Buterin, you know, Vitalik Butt, is facing escalating scrutiny over alleged links between himself, the Ethereum Foundation, and the colossal 450 million Gatecoin hack of 2016. So, yeah, I don't know how much is real or not in that, but it'd be interesting if that guy ends up in jail, don't you think? If, you know, things actually come to light that something is bad there. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see what happens there. But, yeah, very interesting stuff. So we're going to talk a little bit about the upcoming halving. KS0 is cheaper than GPU. Yeah, the KS0 Pro GPUs are still, for what they're making, remember, they're for gaming. They're not for mining, technically, PR from the company. So, you know, the used market is coming down, obviously, but buying things out of NVIDIA and stuff, they're still geared towards the gamers, and they're holding back supply to keep the prices high. So, yeah, you know, it's just take it how you want. GPUs are, I feel, are too expensive for what you get out of them these days. I feel this is the GPU mining cycle of resets. They're going to reset it. People are going to realize that, oh my gosh, GPU mining was the worst way to mine crypto this cycle, and I'm going to quit. And that's when we'll probably see 2029 be better for the GPU miners, as people are like, they gave up finally, and then we'll start to see that lower hash, because all the coins out there, you know, aren't very good in terms of daily emissions to make up for all the hardware. But yeah, so when was the last Bitcoin halving? That one did take place in May 11th of 2020. So in terms of the cycle, we're in 2024 right now. In theory, we are 2020 all over again. And towards the end of this year is when we did start to see mining start to gain a little more popularity. And obviously in 2021, everything exploded, you know, mostly Ethereum. That's what caused the big boom with GPUs and everything. And then it disappeared, went to POS, ditched everybody. And now GPU coins suck. So, you know, regarding all that, that's in terms of profitability. I'm not saying the coins on GPU side suck. I'm just saying the profitability sucks. And that's kind of what we're seeing there. So we're in 2020 right now. And if we look at the price of Bitcoin back in 2020, the halving happened. What did it just say that was? May 11th. So in this rough area right about here. So in here, here's May 15th, here's May 8th. So in here, so right about here was the halving. And we could see we had a slight dip. We went sideways for about 2 months, and then we started going up, you know, mid-summer. So that's probably something we're most likely going to see again. Then by the end of the year, you know, it just started skyrocketing up, and the main bull really begins sometime around October or something. But for the most part, we're here. So currently, based on when that next halving is about 67 days away, subject to change based on network hash rate, miners turning on, miners turning off. You know, some blocks can be found faster, some blocks can be found slower, and this is subject to change. The main point is at block height 840,000 is when this will happen. And when that happens, you know, the Bitcoin reward obviously drops by 50%. It's cut exactly in half. A lot of mining farms on Bitcoin are going to probably go under at this point because profitability will be next to nothing. The rich ones will probably be able to survive, maybe make some cuts, and continue on and be able to hold out their expenses. You know, I'm talking about large scale mining farms here, but it'll be interesting to see what happens. So obviously after that, we're going to move into a bull market. The ordinals is a very interesting thing that's happening on Bitcoin. If you're unfamiliar with that, think of like meme coins and stupid JPEGs on Ethereum. That's kind of like, well, it's not really meme coins, but, you know, people decided to add JPEG and stuff to Bitcoin. It slows down the network extremely. Transactions can then take days, but the block reward could hit new all-time highs, which obviously would be good for miners, but it might pull people away from using the coin in general. The other thing we have is the ETFs. I feel that's kind of bad for Bitcoin. Personally, long term, that's going to add a lot of Wall Street manipulation going on there, and they're not actually buying it. So now you also think about, say the Bitcoin fees start going through the roof because of these dumb ordinals. I don't know whose bright idea that was. So say they start going through the roof. Now you're paying, you know, $200, $300 transactions for, you know, a $5 Bitcoin transaction, and it's taking you 2 or 3 days to send Bitcoin anywhere when things get very busy. And then that might push people over to the ETFs because it's going to be cheaper and faster because you're not dealing with the blockchain. You know, I'm not saying that's going to happen, but I think that's just bad news in general for the whole blockchain there. That sucks. That's horrible. I think these things are going to hurt long term, but we'll see what happens. Ordinals make the BTC network even more useless than it already is. You know, that's a good point. I know I wouldn't put in such harsh words, but technically, yeah, that's true. They're really hurting Bitcoin in general. You know, honestly, I'm not really holding any Bitcoin. It's going to see nice price gains, but I feel it's probably going to be one of the lowest performing coins because, yeah, it might see a 3 to 4x, but a lot of the altcoins I feel have high potential for 6 to a possible 20x and stuff like that. So I'm not really holding Bitcoin. I'm taking the more gambling route on the altcoin session and hoping for larger gains, but obviously Bitcoin would be a safer hold as long as you'll be able to send it to an exchange to sell it, because it might take 2 weeks. You'll miss the bull run completely if that happens. I'm just kidding. I'm just joking, guys. Ordinals only make great for miners. Yeah, for sure. Ordinals is there. That'll help out the miners for sure. But in terms of use on Bitcoin and everything, it's really going to hurt the network. But now, as we're leading into that, are we going to see one more dip happen on Bitcoin? Do you guys think we'll see one more dip like this? This happened just prior, a month or two. So what is that? January, February, March. So here's March of last cycle. And we had a major dip here. You know, lots say, oh, it's due to COVID sell-offs and this and that. Who cares? The point is it happened. And could it happen again? It's a possibility. We just went through a dip here, but it wasn't a major dip. Only a couple $1,000s off Bitcoin, really. What were we at, 42 or something? It went down to like 38, 39. So maybe 5,000 or something in there. But nothing major. Like this was a 50% dip in the entire market, you know, a month or two before the halving. Like we can see 9,000 Bitcoin down to 55. Not quite 50%, you know, 40, 45. Are we going to see something major like that? Probably not, but we could still expect maybe one more major dip to happen. Then after that, we get this. Yeah, that's what we like to see. Big things like that happen. Now, this is where we are right now. Now, the other very interesting thing is we're getting pretty close to these type of levels right now. So what do you think the price of Bitcoin could be by the end of the year? If we look at this again, you know, this is the end of the year coming up in that's 2021 still. So back a little bit more. So right about, so here we can see December of 2020. So this is technically December of this year, if it really shoots this much. So are we going to see something like this, you know, moving forward towards the end of this year? That would put this, I don't even know, like we could maybe see around 50, 55K, which is pretty close to the previous all-time high if we see a massive spike like that. Now, I don't know if we're actually going to see something like that, but let me know. What do you guys think? Do you guys think we're going to see something big like that happen or not happen? When Tangent going to get Pyron? I don't know. I have no idea. That could be way down the list. I know they're trying to add a bunch of Cardano things and other things. I can't remember if it's Cardano or Solaris. I was going to say Solaris. That's a Bitcoin miner beta on Roblox coin. Solana, that's it. One of those, I can't remember. I think it was Cardano. It's been gaining hype lately. You know, it's a POS chain. A lot of us don't really care about that. There's been a lot of meme coins pumping on that. All those stupid meme coins on all these POS EVM chains, just pretty much scam chains in my eyes. But there's been some pumps there. It seems like a lot of those are starting to rug pull now. So that sucks. Hopefully people took profits and didn't hope for it to keep going to the moon there. But Tangent got a Lithium. Is a Lithium live in Tangent? I didn't even look now. But I do know Dynex will be here by March. So next month, Dynex will be there. Radiant is coming for Tangent. So that's a major thing why I do love Tangent. Link is in the description for all this stuff, guys. Yeah, I got it all. But Tangent is adding a lot of proof of work coins, where if you get a Ledger just finally added Kaspa, but again, you know, Ledger's been getting a bad rep lately. One was they just, after years of saying you'll private keys will never leave the device ever. It'll never happen. That was their whole statement for years. Then all of a sudden, well, you know, we're going to update it here, and you know, your private keys are now going to be split between 3 different versions and sent out to public servers. Well, what? If it was never ever going to be a thing, how could you just simply install an update and now you can do it? So therefore, the vulnerability has always been there. If some smart dev would have figured out, you know, there's smart people out there, and when there's money involved, they become even smarter all of a sudden. You know how that works. So the possibility was there. Ledger's been getting a bad rep. Then it went down to some type of smart contract thing was going on and hacking ledgers as well, straight out of the devices. You know, that it seems like it was more of a misclick thing, people error, but it resulted on Ledger as well. You know, obviously, if you don't know what you're clicking on or accepting a contract or anything, just don't do it. That's why I hate MetaMask. You click on things, you don't know what's going on. You just accept the contract. Yep, good to go. Next thing you know, you wind up with no coins. Just stay away from a lot of this bridging crap in the first place. We're proof of work miners. We're not crypto investors. That's what we deal with here. Let some other person that does this stuff explain it to you better, because it's not me. But yeah, I do like the fact that Tangent is adding a lot of proof of work coins. Now, supposedly, is it one key? Yeah, I do have a one key wallet. It's still in the packaging. I haven't opened yet. I want to check that one out. But supposedly, they're kind of doing the same thing. adding proof of work coins as well. So that's something excited. So far, based on the rumors of One Key, I think that's going to be awesome. I'm going to try that out. Might be another favorite wallet of mine. Personally, right now, currently it is Tangem. And if it results on One Key as well, you know, those are probably going to be my 2 favorite wallets, just due to the fact that the more proof of work coins being added and, you know, talking to the community and everything, those are huge pluses for hardware wallets in my eyes. MetaMask now can send to Visa. Is that right? I don't know if it's MetaMask only, but I did get like a news article or something popped up on my phone. I didn't read it 2 days ago, I think it was, but it's claimed, like, you know how headlines are and titles and all that stuff, but it says Visa now added support for buying. I don't know if it was buying and selling or just selling, but you can sell now to Visa cards in 100 and some different countries or something, however they word it. So, you know, maybe it's part of MetaMask. We can only do it through MetaMask. I have no idea. I feel that would be very bad because MetaMasks get hacked all the time from people, and that's just a whole new slew of possible scams that people are going to bring out to people now. Oh, sell here, click this link, you know, stupid stuff like that. I feel that's going to be a lot of vulnerabilities moving forward if it's stuck only to MetaMask. But I did see, like I said, an article that does claim that Visa now opened up you able to sell your crypto to the Visa cards now. So however that's done, I don't know. I haven't looked into it, but, you know, MetaMask is definitely probably one of those possibilities. Alephium is good. Alephium 0 is much better. What's Aleph 0? I'm not even sure what that is. Is that like a part of Alephium chain? XCB and CTN are being listed on an exchange other than their own soon. K1 pool makes you mine to their wallet first. Yeah, K1. Well, K1's not the only one, but, you know, F2 pool, you know, what is that? Via BTC and, you know, a couple pools like that, K1 being one of them. Yeah, you have you make an account, and then you mine to wallets in that account. And then from there, you set your payout addresses to the wallets that you want your payouts to. Then you set your thresholds and stuff like that. But initially, yes, you are mining to a pool wallet, not actually your own wallet. You just set up, I guess, payments depending on the minimum amounts to your individual wallets at that point. So, yeah, that's what K1 kind of does there. A lot of people don't trust that. You know, that's another thing. You know, it does add... It depends on the pool, but, you know, having the ability to do that does open up a huge wide array of options. Via BTC being one of the major ones for that. They're a pretty big pool. They're into Bitcoin and stuff like that, obviously. But they also they own, I think they own, or they're part, I'm pretty sure they own CoinX as well, which I can't personally use here, but you can still use a lot of the features at the pool side where you can add like 0% swaps. You can swap coins around. You can do so many things because they own both platforms, which is a pretty cool feature. You know, if I had any Bitcoin mine and stuff like that, it's probably something a pool I would use just for these features. But yeah, those account-based things, they do come in handy for certain things, but just as a normal pool, I feel I don't like them either as well. So yeah, you know, I do prefer pools like Crazy Pool and stuff like that, where you just mine to your wallet address, then check your wallet address, you know, check your payments, stuff like that. It's much easier instead of being locked in, you know, at a pool specifically. 4% fees on via BTC, bit steep for me. Do they have 4% fees? Or I think there is like a low fee version. There's different ways to do that. I haven't really looked into it, but I know that there are ways, if you do it wrong, it does result in a certain amount of fees. But there are ways where the fees, I think, are like next to nothing or zero. They got so many things hidden in the background that you can change and move around that makes things a lot cheaper. But like, I haven't really, you know, did a major deep dive or anything like that because I don't have any Bitcoin miners, or, you know, I haven't used the pool that much. But, you know, it is something I want to look into though. Space Mesh is buggy for me. I haven't used Space Mesh. I've been hearing a lot more people slowly getting into that. Did you see KS0 Pro firmware from Taylor? Who's Taylor? Taylor Swift? No, I'm just kidding. No, I didn't. I've been thinking, like, I don't know if you guys saw the video, but I just removed the overclocking firmware from my Kaspa ASICs due to the fact that it sounds like a lot of them have been blowing up recently. Now, I don't know if it's due to the overclocking firmware. It just seems kind of suspicious that it seems that the overclocking firmware has only been out for a month or two, and now we're kind of hearing about ASICs failing and things like that. So, do your own research. It's definitely, do at your own risk if you want to update that. I do want to try, though, PB Farmers firmware. I don't know if you guys heard about that one or not. It's obviously free. It does have I don't even know what it is, a low dev fee, but you also have the ability to change the voltages, which means you can hit the higher overclocking settings, but still drop the voltages and run at lower power. Lower power also means less heat, so maybe it'll help longevity. That's like running a CPU mining rig or something at, normally, we do like base clock, say a 3900X or something, we go 3.6, and then we try to drop that voltage to 0.4. So using the current overclocking firmware, I believe that Swift and stuff has, it's like you're still running it at so you overclock it that 3900X to 4 gigahertz, but you're using like 1.8 volts. So it's overclocking the volts really high. So it's using a lot more power. It's harder on the chips, but with the PB, you can fine tune it lower. And, I might be able to run, say, that 4 gigahash plus, gigahertz, at like 1 volt or just under 1 volt, and keep the temperatures and power down, which actually would be good for the ASIC still, and get the higher overclock. So that's still another firmware I want to try personally, just to see how it kind of runs, but I haven't checked out. A lot of people have been saying, check out this firmware, it's probably pretty sweet, and then you have the ability to actually drop those voltages, which I feel is a key to why maybe some of these miners are blowing up, and why I just took mine out because I wanted to make sure they last. If a whole bunch of ASIC starts blowing up, in theory, the network hash rate would start slowly coming down. And then even though we're not overclocked, we are gaining more Kaspa because of lower hash rate and difficulty. And then coming into the bull run, our miner is still working, which is obviously the biggest plus of it all. What's going on, Mindsom? Welcome. It's awesome that you got your channel back after all that crap that was going on. So wicked. Hey Rabid, how long does a bull run last on average? It all depends how you decide what a bull run is. Some people don't think you're in a bull run until you're at a new all-time high on Bitcoin. I think that's false, because then you're only going to have a bull run of about a month, because it's going to start falling pretty fast after that. About a month, maybe 2 months tops, then it's going to start dropping. Let's look at this. Let's look at the last bull run of Bitcoin. And if you're considering, okay, this is the bull run right here. So if you consider all-time highs as a bull run, this is what we're going to go with. So, that's actually a couple months. It did hit this first one, so boom. Here's a bull run. This is January, February, March, April. So we're April 13th. Then we hit the next peak here. This is a double peak. This didn't happen the previous cycle, so hopefully we get this again. That would be awesome. Obviously, that'll extend it. So we can see here now, November, end of the year there, it lasted till, and then all of a sudden it started going down to nothing. So at this point, we're dropping. So theory, this is only like, let's say, November to March. So 5 months, bull run's over, done. So if you consider all-time high as the bull run, then it's not going to be very long at all. Now, keep in mind, when the prices are like this on Bitcoin, ASIC hardware is through the roof. All hardware will probably be through the roof at that point. And if you think prices are too expensive for you now, you're dreaming, because you'll be going back saying, remember when it was only this? I wish, I wish, I wish. The I wishes are going to be coming very soon, where you're going to be spending $8,000 on a Jazz Miner X16 instead of only like $2,800 like you would be right now. That's kind of what happens in bull runs. So now let's just fast forward the other way. Now, the way I see a bull run is when, obviously you have decent profitability happening and stuff when you're mining, but, the main market usually follows Bitcoin. I see the bull run as when we're consistently in decent green levels. So let's just revert back to how we just finished talking about the last halving there. So we're just going to come into all the way like this, all the way to here. So here we are. So the halving happens about here. So here's when the last halving happened, 2020, around May 11th. So 2 days before the halving. So the halving was here. We were sideways. So in theory, we're not in a bull run yet. We're sideways for a couple months. But this is when I feel the bull is, because we're not really seeing any major dips. We've seen an increase, and we see a little dip here, but we are now in consistent, decent levels, and we're going up. We're constantly, slowly gaining on the prices at this point, and this is when I feel the bull run is. So for this cycle, if it plays out the same, I would say around October of this year, the bull run would officially start. And by start, I mean we're going to consistently see green numbers moving up like this. And then by the end of the year, it's going to start going up. And then it just leads into 2025, in this case, 2021. Solid, big, nice, high numbers. All the coins are usually up at nice prices. A lot of alts are going to be hitting huge spikes and dropping and stuff like that. But this is the bull run right here. So we get about, if you consider it from this way, we get about a year, little over a year of a nice bull run. Now, the reason why I always talk about efficiencies in my mining videos, efficiencies and things like that, is you always got to account for the following bear market. It's going to happen again. We're going to be at the top of the bull run again, and it's going to be, you're going to hear it everywhere. It's different this time. Bitcoin's going to go to 1 million. Bitcoin's going to go to 500 million. Bitcoin's going to go to 1 billion. It's going to go up. It's going to go up. Get more Bitcoin, get more Bitcoin. And then all of a sudden it's going to drop off and die. That's going to happen. It's just FOMO crazy, and things get really insane in a bull run, but it's going to fall off. And we do the majority of all our crypto mining over a bear market, which is lasts, obviously if it's every 4-year cycle, we get about a year worth of a bull. That means in theory, we get about 3 years, 2.5 to 3 years, depending how that bull plays out, of bear market mining, which means prices are low. You're going to want to run as efficient as you possibly can, not just buy cheap-ass crap, mine for a couple months in a bull run, do good, and then all of a sudden your crap is junk again. You want to get all the yields in the bear market. That's when you really stack your coins, and that's when you really get your payday in the bull market, not just going out and FOMOing when the prices are actually up and the profits looking amazing at that point. So that's kind of how I look at things. That's what I consider bull runs, is when we start to see consistent green days and no more really bad dips type of thing. And that's probably going to happen sometime around October of this year and last through the entire next year. And then we're going to start diving back into that bear market again. In theory, will it play out that way? I have no idea. We'll have to wait and see. Hopefully it is different this time, but it happens every cycle, and I really don't think anything is different this time. I don't care what's going on in the news. I don't care what the paid media is telling you. I don't care anywhere. The cycles usually play out. It's crashing because of this. It's pumping because of this. Who cares? The point is, it's happening when it usually always happens. They just have a different dumb excuse to why it's happening. So I play the cycles, do the long-term hands, play the things out, and it usually will most likely work out in the best favor. But we'll see what happens. It'll be interesting. Screw ASICs, I'm going FPGAs. Speaking of FPGAs, I'm trying a test here. I'm doing a test. Let's just turn this up. So a lithium FPGAs E300. I am trying a lithium solo, and you can't really see this because that one. Nope, this one. I guess that one works. So here you can see, I just started this 2 days ago. So day one, I hit 2 blocks solo mining with the E300 on a lithium. That gave me 4.74 coins. Based on my spreadsheet mining to a pool, I only would have made 2.45. So I'm over double what I made there. I don't know what the current price is. That's about $8-9 USD in 24 hours that the E300 made. Now, in the last day, today, actually, I reset it. I check at 9 o'clock every morning for the full 24 hours. Today was only 1 block, sadly, but that's still 2.37. If I was on a pool, it would have been about 2.48. So I didn't really lose too much. I'm still up. I'm going to do this for about 7 days and see how it is looking. I'm going into the pool right here, and I actually just hit a block about 55 minutes ago, about an hour after the reset. So if I hit one more block, I'm back to doing way better than pool mining, and my luck so far has been pretty good. As you can see, 24%, 95, 9.8, 46, nothing over 100 yet. Obviously, once you start getting over 100%, that's starting to look like it wasn't a good idea. But so far, I've been getting pretty lucky. So if I get one more block today, I'm up again the way I should have always been. So here we can see the past 24-hour earnings is almost $9 a day in solo mining. You can't see that one, so I better go to this one. So you can see almost $9 a day here is my past 24-hour earnings based on this. Now, I haven't really been following a lithium at all, really. But GPUs haven't really been too hot. Obviously, if you're in early, you still weren't making that much. But now, based on the price that has been coming up, you would have made a lot back then. And that's kind of this whole bear market versus bull market type of mining thing. But, there's a lot of people thinking lithium could do some really great things and price gains in the future for this bull run. So, obviously, it would be nice to get a little bag before that happens. And the more I looked into it, Alephium it's a crazy blockchain. You know, I was talking to Itopia there, who runs Viper, and he was telling me, like, it's a fast blockchain. It's 4 seconds, not as fast as Kaspa, but they got like 16 multi-chains going on in there. So you're not mining just a single chain. You're mining 16 different ones, and depending how the pool splits it all up, you're going constantly. That's why it looks like you're mining. That's why it's actually only a 4-second block reward. But if you come into mining pool stats, this is a very interesting stat right here. ALPH right here is, if you come into here, like, this is what I use a lot of coins to see, you know, what the block time is. This is telling me that the average block time is 62 seconds. So 1 minute. When I was sitting on my spreadsheet, I couldn't figure out why is my numbers so low. I've only been mining for a couple hours, and I already got more than what my spreadsheet said I should be getting for 24 hours at a pool. I'm like, what is going on here? And then when I talked to Itopia there, he explained that it's 16 change, and mining pool stats is only tracking one chain. That's why it's saying a block time of 62 minutes, 1 minute, when in fact the Alephium block time is 4 seconds, because that's divided up between all these chains, and it's making everything extremely fast on the blockchain. You know, I was like, wow, this started really getting my head spin. I'm like, Alephium is actually, their chain is different. They built this thing from scratch, and it's actually pretty sweet the way they're doing it. So I'm like, you know what? If something happens here, you know, it's probably good to have some coins in your, you know, in the reserves there to start, you know, waiting for that bull run. So I was like, you know what? I'm also going to try the E300. See how it blows away any GPU on the market right now. We saw it. If you saw my video and I was testing out for hash rates, it's 3 times more efficient than a 4090, which dominates Alephium for GPUs right now, and it blows that thing away. Yes, it's expensive, but so's the frickin' 4090. So that's awesome. So I'm solo mining it now because it's efficient and because it gets decent hash rate. I'm just going to see how it goes. So it's going to be awesome. But yeah, I had no clue that Alephium did any of this stuff. I don't even know if it really means that much, but you know, having just the way the chains work, I was like, wow, that's different. That's not like anybody else is doing. So I was like, you know what? Maybe something will happen on this coin. I know, like, Serpent X and a lot of people have been saying this is a different coin. It's going to do great things, but it just wasn't profitable to mine at the time. Now that Alephium has a bit stream for the E300s, you know, now I'm actually starting to mine it because it's very efficient to mine it on FPGAs. It just sucks that FPGAs are so darn expensive. Horrible. But I really want to get more FPGAs. I'd rather buy FPGAs than probably GPUs because I just think it's probably going to be a better thing long term. But we'll see what happens. Yeah, the Superscaler is a beast for sure. I'm trying to get my hands on one to test it out. The Superscaler is an absolute monstrosity of a miner for FPGAs. I cannot disagree with that. That thing is, yeah, beast mode. It's all about the bit streams. Yeah, it's all about the bit streams. It's all about the bit. And it seems like the bit streams, the devs anyway, they're really getting onto things. I heard background talk. You know, they're even trying to work on a bit stream for the new Ironfish fork, even though they're forking, so it's only GPUs. Now, it's funny. When you look at that, when you look at, you know, the Ironfish version, now this is probably going to leak and people are going to be like, oh, there's going to be FPGAs on this? So why are you even forking in the first place? You know, anyway, so when you look at the Ironfish Discord and how they're talking about, you know, they're talking FPGA resistance, but Carlson is pretty much already in testnet using Ironfish kind of base thing, and they word it as less efficient, but not proof. So there's still a lot of up in the air. Like, what's going to happen here? Now, it sounds like maybe some tweaking is going to be happening to try to get them to work, but I don't really know. And, yeah, we'll just have to wait to see what happens. It's going to be interesting. 3K to 1.5. It will be 9 soon. Carlson Bitstream in the background as well. Yeah, Frank B. Zagotti's. Yeah, but which Bitstream is that? Because I heard that, but I don't know if they're referring to the current algorithm Carlson uses, which is Carlson Hash. Or if they're referring to the Carlson Hash V2 is the bitstream they're working on. Because Carlson is going to be forking sometime very soon to Carlson Hash version 2, which is subject of, you know, taking a lot of what Fish Hash just integrated into their new algorithm, but yet still have to fork to see how that works. Now, so we'll just have to see and wait what happens. So I don't really know. Did you talk to Retro Mike? No, I have not talked to Retro Mike, but that's definitely somebody that would know all about it for sure, 100%. Usually he comes into the streams later on, so we'll see if he pops in. We can ask him about that. But yeah, no, I have not talked to Retro about that, but he would definitely know. What else do we got going on here? I don't know. I don't really see anything. How's profitability looking on GPUs anyway? Let's just do a quick refresh. Kaboom! Wow, so there we go. 4090, the top coin is a lithium at $1 profit after power. And I just finished going through. The E300 blows this thing away. So, yeah, we can see where the hardware is right now. The 4080 Super looks like it's in here. Pyron at 61 cents. What is CTXC? I don't know what that coin is. What is this? It looks like Illuminati or something. I see the triangle there. You guys see that? So we got a Illuminati coin here. What is this Illuminati coin? See, oh, Cortex. Cortex? Did they change their symbol? Cortex. That sounds so familiar. Okay, maybe I'm just dumb, I guess. That's a coin's been around for a while. Anyway, we got Pyron here, Lithium here again. Nirvana coin. What is this? NIR. 79. So AMD NIR. Prog. Okay, Prog Pal. That's like Kapow. Never mind. I've really been up in the air. I want to get maybe I'll build like a 6600 XT rig or something just for Kapow. I feel Kapow is the only thing that's really going to save GPUs this cycle, possibly, which means AMD could be a dominant force this cycle. But, Dynex is obviously doing great things, and a lot of these other coins. But if we go to the current 24-hour emissions right now of a lot of these coins, let's just look at we got Ethereum Classic here, 4th place. But if we look, we got AI Power Grid, Kapow. It's in the 8th place coin, paying out all the miners out there. The next place is Carlson Hash here. But look, we got another Raven coin, Kapow. We got Neri AI, Kapow. We got 3 Kapow coins in the top 20 of emissions to miners. So that means hopefully these coins pump, and that obviously will give more emissions to miners, allowing for more hash rate to be absorbed into these coins. Now, there are other coins on this list. Obviously, we got Dynex coin, which, seems to be doing amazing lately. A lot of talk, a lot of chatter going on. Hopefully, they can hit some major price levels where this would make an awesome, nice, efficient algorithm and coin to absorb a lot of hash as well. It's all about which coins are going to be able to absorb the most amount of hash to make everything profitable. A lot of people don't agree with me when I say that the only reason Flux was profitable last cycle, the only reason Ravencoin, all these coins on GPUs in general were even profitable was because of Ethereum. It's true. Well, technically, if Ethereum wasn't around, we would be way better off this cycle right now than we are right now. But like Ethereum, the way it exploded went from what, like $80 to $100 in early 2020. It was only like $100 or something like that, something crazy, and then it shot up to like 3,000 or 4,000 USD, which is insane. And it brought in so much hash rate that these other coins can't survive at all in terms of mining profitability. If you're mining, the coins obviously are going to survive no matter what, unless they rug pull or something. But for miners, mining profitability, these coins aren't gonna provide enough value to support all the hash rate that's still shut off waiting to turn on. Yeah, I bet you not even half the hash rate is online right now compared to what we could see once we start seeing, prices really start to move up. We could start seeing $1, $2 a day on a nice GPU, and then it could drop down to 5 cents once things turn on at the peak of the bull market. That's a major issue that we don't know about. So it's all about the emissions that these coins can actually produce. Like, too bad Kaspa wasn't still on GPUs. That'd be awesome. But obviously we know it's ASIC now. That's paying $1.25 million, which is still nothing compared to Ethereum was. Ethereum was 20-some million in the bear market. Peak of the bull market, it was something around 60-some million, which is an extra 20 million of what Bitcoin is paying right now to miners. So that's the crazy levels that we still got to wait for to see what will happen here. All these coins added up. I bet you we added up the top 30, 40 coins, from 8. From this one down, all the CPU coins, GPU coins, everything from this point on, it won't even equal half of what Ethereum was paying in the last bear market prior to that. So we're still at a level where literally GPUs literally suck right now. I'm still saying that, and I'm not going to change my mind until a couple of things happen. One is this. We need to hit about 60-cent profit at 20-cent power on RTX 3070s. Why am I saying that? So I feel most people, 11 cent per kilowatt hour, 10 cents, people don't have that. People in Europe and stuff still have like 50-cent power, 40 or 35 or something crazy. 50 cents a little high, but you guys can't see it. Anyway, I adjusted this to 20 cents. I was trying to show it so you guys could see, but it's not showing it. Anyway, I adjusted this to 20-cent power. Now I'm going to look at a 3070. And why I'm considering the 3070 is because it is the most popular GPU that pretty much every miner has. Everyone still talks about, you're better off getting used 3070s. Buy those up for your mining farms, blah, blah, blah. If we go to HiveOS statistics, let's just take a look at that right quick here, just to add some context to what I'm talking about. HiveOS stats. So we go to HiveOS statistics here. All right, so now we're looking at coins, statistics, so algorithms, don't matter. So NVIDIA model. So on HiveOS, which is one of the most popular mining operating systems out there, most miners are utilizing this operating system. There's still other ones that aren't using HiveOS, don't get me wrong here. But based on here, 12% of all NVIDIA GPUs being used is the RTX 3070. Now the 580 is still the most popular, more widely used for AMD. But looking at the brands, only 27% of Hive users are AMD. 73% of users on GPUs for HiveOS is all NVIDIA. And the highest number of GPUs out of all of those is the RTX 3070. So that's why I'm using this as my main go-to GPU to decide this. So now we're at 20 cents per kilowatt hour. We want to look at the 3070, and I feel people are not going to start turning back online until we see at least 60-cent profit on a 3070 at 20-cent power. Right now, we're at negative 17 cents. We're nowhere near GPUs turning on yet. There's people that email me and say, is GPU going to come back? Is this going to come back? This guy bought 1,000 GPU mining farms. Some people have 100,000 GPUs waiting to turn on. They have 20-cent power, 18-cent power. It's not worth them turning on to cover that power bill out of pocket. They're losing thousands of dollars a day. You're better off to straight up buy the coin, for that. But they do say if they start hitting 60-cent profit levels on their farms, they're going to turn on. And there is so much hardware waiting to turn on that equals out. Like right now at 10 cents, 11 cents, we are seeing profitability. We'll probably profit on a 3070 here. So let's just come down. There's that 3070 again. Right here. So yeah, we're making 18 cents at 11 cents per kilowatt hour. In theory, I could turn my GPUs on and be making 18 cents after power. But we just seen that negative 17 cents at that 20 cents. So now at my power, 11 cents per kilowatt hour, or most people are showing 10s to 11 as a baseline, when I think we should probably be showing that 20 cent there as a baseline, because there's so many more people that have expensive power. And then once it hits that 60-cent level here at 20-cent power, this 11-cent power is probably going to be looking like $2 or $3 a day. It's going to be looking awesome, and all we're going to see is GPU mining is back. I'm making $2 a day on a 3070. This is awesome. We're at an all-time high on Flux. Things are absolutely amazing. And guess what happens? These GPUs turn on. 3 days later, a week later, next thing I know, I'm down to 5-cent profit. I could even be in the negatives at that point because so much damn hardware just fired right back up, even though we're at all-time highs on coins. This is the huge unknown that we still don't know. So we'll have to see. Yusuf Putt says power is free. So he doesn't care what happens. He's buying it away, and it's all profit. So that's awesome. If you have free power, you don't care about anything at all. You just mine. You buy the cheapest garbage crap you can find, ROI it in 3 hours, and go to the moon. Okay, anyway. Did Vish AI die? The Explorer? I don't even know. I haven't mined that for a little while now. Maybe. Let's check out Vish AI. Let's jump into here. Vish AI. Engage in Vish. What do we got? Okay. This says it found a block 6 minutes ago. Maybe the Explorer is broken. This says 6 minutes, 8 minutes. If we actually go in, mined by our plant block. Will this take us? Let's go to the Explorer. Maybe the Explorer is broken. I don't know. Recipients block 54,508. 54,508. Let's just go back in here. 54. Yeah, it could just be the Explorer is broken. Because that's not looking too good. What's the price? 00. Oh, the price is not too bad. 003. It's not the 3s and 2s. Down to 2, whatever. But yeah, it doesn't look dead. It looks like it's still slowly trucking on a little bit here and there. Block sales is at 35 cents power and mining away. Rocking it. NEU, same free. Look at you guys, you lucky people that were free power. 95% our plant. Mining rig heating up the basement. There you go. Price is dumping. Yeah, price. It's all about the price. Satox coin. Satox. What is that one? Let's check out what that coin is. Satox coin. Which one are you? Kapow. Oh, I don't know. Maybe. This looks like a pretty big dump there. So what was that? 00285 to 001. 0009. Yeah, I don't know. 67% downage. Difficulty. Downage. Who knows? It'll be interesting to see what happens here. You never know. You can get lucky with things like this, though. You know, a lot of people look at this and then they look at the price. But, you know, if the difficulty falls low enough, you can mine the dumbest, stupidest thing out there and probably make a lot more money than, you know, it's like name brand versus PC or something like, you know, no name brand. Name brand, you know, Gucci versus no name. You're spending $5,000 on this super good coin because everyone thinks it's top notch, or you can, you know, buy something crap. It's still going to cover you, right? It's still going to clothe you. It still probably looks just as good as well. It just doesn't have that stupid price tag. So coming into something like this, you know, you're mining a top-notch coin, you know, you're mining your Bitcoin, you're mining your Flux, you're mining, you know, your Dynex and stuff, you know, the grade A coins, or you could come in and mine some trash like this that just saw maybe a rug pull and massive hash fall. You might be making more than you would be mining that other coin, and then you can just sell it and do that. That's a lot. That's a major part of what I mine. I don't mine usually the top grade A coins. I mine the things that make me the most money, and what makes the most money is the things with the lowest security. Lowest security mining is what makes the money. So you look for where the hash rate has left. So this could lead in to possibly again. Now look at what happened to POW blocks. POW blocks was, you know, the craze for a good 3 or 4 days. You know, spiked, went up, profitability was through the roof on hashrate.no and all those ETH hash miners and stuff, and all of a sudden the price dumped down to nothing. Now there were a few people when that price did dump, everyone's like, oh, this is trash, I don't want to mine it anymore. Hash rate took off, this is the stupidest coin ever because they sold at the wrong time or something. So it went from like $1 down to like, I don't even know how low it went. Let's just take a look. We'll still have it here. POW blocks. Let's just see. Learn how to spell. Oh, I didn't even start right. POW blocks. All right, XPB. Let's look at this. So it's down again here, so 22 cents. So it did drop, so you can hear the hash rate, but this is from a while ago, so it was way before this. So the hash rate actually dropped down to nothing. The price dropped way down to like 10 cents or something stupid, and people are like, you know what, I'm getting so much POW blocks right now, it's crazy, all the hash rate left, and they're still mining it through that. And then all of a sudden, it shot up to $1 again, and they made so much money. Because everyone else just said, you know what, this is garbage. I don't want to mine it anymore. And they just moved to some coin where hashrate.no says the top coin or something stupid like that. And there's chances here. You know, it doesn't always work out this way. But I'm saying, you know, these risks are a lot of fun. You know, Ethereum, you just set your GPUs, forget about it, collect your paycheck. You know, now you got to be a lot more into your mining rigs. You got to be a lot more active. You got to move around. And in theory, because of all that, it's a lot more fun. And you can use a lot of things like this to your advantage. So like right now, we can see it's down 20%. It's only at 18 cents. But it doesn't mean it won't just shoot up to $1 again tomorrow or some, you know, you don't know what's going to happen. Probably not tomorrow, but you just know what I mean there, where it could just happen again. And then all of a sudden you just made so much money because everyone else decided that was a bad thing to do. So yeah, that's what I do. I do that all the time. I mine a lot of the crappiest, dumbest coins you could find. But long term, they end up making way more than if I would have mined some, you know, anything else at the time or something. Or even if I'm still mining something like Ravencoin or something, probably made 10x over that mining the stupidest thing. Because of it. And then because of that, you don't have to worry about selling. It's like, I don't even care about this coin, so I just dump it And then you just buy, you know, Zeph, or you buy Raven coin, or you buy Flux, or you buy whatever coin you really want when that happens, because eventually we know, well, at least we hope, but, you know, Flux, Dynex, these are the coins that will see higher gains and most likely see big gains in the bull runs, because they are those grade A coins. They are doing things for the ecosystems and the blockchain. So that's where eventually you do want to have your stashes held. But right now, to get the profits, it doesn't matter what you mine. You mine the trashiest stuff you can find, and then just, you know, hold your bags in the other ones. Bitorium is falling from 2nd position to 7th. Bitorium for what? It was in 2nd for a while? Wow, I didn't even know that. Bitorium's been having a rough couple of years. I swapped from Zephyr to Taboo. I think it will pay off. Yeah, Taboo's another one. I went till I got a bag size I wanted, and then I moved on to other things and doing various things. But yeah, Taboo, I'm definitely hoping. That's the one thing too, like the RX coins, they do seem to be on a couple month delays. So maybe in, what are we in right now? February. So I think we mine that through January. So maybe March, April is when we'll start seeing some gains on Taboo finally. So, you know, we got to wait and hopefully something plays out there, but we can't guarantee it. We don't know if it'll actually happen. Those smart nodes are a joke on Bitorium. Well, they fixed them, didn't they? I don't even know if they fixed them or not. No, yeah, I think they got chain lock now. BTCQ Abilene. I don't really know what that is. I see people talking about Abilene, but I have no idea what it is. ABEL. It's not even here. Oh, it's not even listed on here, is it? Yeah, I don't know. I guess it's a new coin that's still slowly coming out, so I have no idea. I don't know nothing about it at all. There's a few new coins that aren't listed anywhere yet that I don't really know nothing at all about, but no, I don't know. I can't comment on that coin. So talking about Avalon, yeah, so maybe it's good. He finds a lot of pretty decent, really early coins there, so you know it could definitely turn into something if he's you know, mining away on it, just like, you know, early Kaspa and things like that. So, you know, it might be a good thing worth checking out for sure. I've heard the EU just outlawed privacy coins the other day. If that's true, all random X coins are going to be hurting. I heard a couple things going on in the EU. I don't know exactly. It all depends where you get your sources from. Everything changes daily. There's another thing where they're banning all Bitcoin mining in the EU supposedly, and I don't know. There's a whole bunch of different stuff depending where you get your information from being told about. You know, eventually in 3 months' time, it could all be forgotten about. We don't know. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens. What do we got here? I swapped. Okay, went to that. By the way, we do have 174 viewers, and we only got 61 likes, guys. So we should probably hit that like button. That'd probably do some cool stuff. I think you should do that. What else do we got here? EU can ban whatever they want. Nobody cares. Oh my god. Well, you know, technically it's true. Everyone can do whatever they want. We don't really care. Just get into it. Oh my god, that's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, I see the likes coming in now. That's nice. Awesome stuff. Free RTM. I don't think I have anything else on my agenda here. What else can we look at? We went through that. Crypto halving. We went to the Bitcoin price. We took a look at good old F-Gate Vitalik there. Oh yeah, we saw that. Everyone just tuning in. We did see that the Ice River KS0 Pros are only 200 gig hash. Dropped their price to $349. And I do have a 5% discount code, code Rabid, if you use that link in the description, if you're looking for one of these things, which is cheaper than a lot of the GPUs and making quite a bit more still. But yeah, actually, what is the Kaspa hash rate? And I'm just going to go to the Kaspa Explorer and see what things are looking like. Kaspa, Explorer, Engage. So, oh wow, it dropped. It just dropped 15 petahash. We just had 15 petahash worth of Kaspa ASICs explode on us in the past 3 hours. I'm just kidding. You know, about 2 hours ago, I did check this, though, and the network was at 180 petahash. Now it's saying 165. So, I don't know if there's some testing going on out there. You know what? Let's check the pools right now and see if we can find where this drop off. If it's F2 pools, Bitmain testing. but we'll see. If it's hum pool, it's ice river testing. Let's just go to Kaspa, see what it looks like. Kaspa, do we see I don't see a drop off anywhere. 169. Huh. It could have been on a background node or something somewhere, I guess. But yeah, it was 180 petahash just a couple hours before the live stream. Now it's 165. Broken ASICs is the reason for the drop. I'm waiting for Kaspa to go 30 cents on March, May. 30-cent Kaspa around March or May. Think it's gonna hit that? That'd be pretty sweet, though. You know, can't lie. That'd be very nice if Kaspa smashes around 30 cents in March. Huh, interesting. We'll see if it happens. What do we got here? Ice River hosting offline again, pro. Oh, yeah, I forgot about their hosting thing. Could be. Lambo time. Rudd is ready for the Lambos. 3 cent first. 3 cents dip first. 2 cent Kaspa is incoming, guys. 2 cent Kaspa. You guys ready for 2 cent Kaspa? I know I am. Lambo for everybody. I just want, a Honda Civic or a Toyota Corolla. It doesn't need to be a Lambo. I'm okay with, cheap little nice, good on gas car. 1 cent Kaspa and trade. Is it still 1 cent? I thought Trade Ogre, they got their thing back. Didn't they get their prices lined up again? Did they? Oh, I gotta look. Did they ever reinstate withdrawals? I don't even know. I forgot about that. You said you were into oil rigs. Do an oil rig in your backyard and put the oil in a generator. Free electricity. Well, it all depends if there's gas or anything in my backyard in the first place. And it's pretty expensive to drill a well. You need all the mud products and oh my gosh. They got prices lined up again, but you cannot. Oh, so you still can't withdraw, but the prices are good. I guess we'll have to wait and see what Trade Ogre has in store. Some people, they allow withdrawals. I know I was going to do it. I was going to I'm just going to take $100. I'm going to buy Kaspa at 1 cent and see if this will eventually ever works out. I should have done that. I didn't. I know some people did. I think they only bought $10, $20 here or there or something like that when it was all broken. But imagine the people that did do anything like that, because it was so pretty much guaranteed to lose all your money at the time. What if they do eventually allow the withdrawals? Wouldn't that be insane? Absolutely. Well, hopefully they, allow the withdrawals. But for the people that took the risk to actually buy it when it was pretty much a guaranteed loss to get all that Kaspa out, wow. Grats to them. If it happens, we're still waiting for that. We don't know. Don't know what's going to happen there. We'll see. It'll be interesting. This is a to be continued story. The waiting. Oh, yeah. I forgot they have a waiting line. I forgot there's a big wait list or withdrawal. It seems like this sounds like an Ethereum level thing. Ethereum. There's an Ethereum remove your staked ETH event happening that, the Ethereum Foundation has. Forgot about that. Yeah, they're screwed. Car with 3.0 diesel engine is eco. But you can still sell it, though, can't you, instead of withdraw it? So if you bought 100 coins, couldn't you swap it into, like, Litecoin and then pull out your thousands of dollars when it hits $1? Couldn't you just do that? You never have to withdraw it from the first place. I guess you just technically held your coins with them, then just sold it. Or you're not even allowed to, like, swap it into anything. Is it, like, locked there? Oh, you can? So then just do that. Buy the cheap arse Kaspa. People, they already redid their fees, so people already made money. Now you just swap it into Litecoin or something, withdraw, and good to go. That'd probably be a lot better than sitting on a $2 million waiting list to just withdraw Kaspa itself. Swap it to something else. Buy Kaspa on a different... Swap it to Litecoin, send it to Maxi, buy your Kaspa there. Withdraw. Done. Why even in this wait list if you have the opportunity to swap it, especially once they matched up the price again? That makes more sense, doesn't it? That's what I'd do. I don't know. Maybe I'm dumb. Maybe I'd rather wait and never get it. I don't know. Interesting. By Nexel IA. What's Nexel IA? Is that a new coin? Let's check it out. Nexel IA. Next. I don't see a Nexel IA. I see Next Chain, Decrepid. I don't see a Nex AI. What is this coin you speak of? Oh, you can't swap. It is locked. Okay, so I guess you can't. All right, failed. You know, everyone probably would have done that already, so nothing magical happening. Check new coin list. Oh, it's on the new coin list now. Okay, let's do that. New coin. Bam. Bam. Oh, yeah, I forgot about this. I was going to try it. It says K Heavy Hash, but their website's been down, actually. I wonder if it's good, though. Let's try it. I'm going to go to their web wallet again. I wanted to try the I want to try the Kaspa ASICs on it. Oh, see, their web wallet's still broken. And when you scan their actual wallet, like, let's try this. You guys tell me. I'm not used to this program. What is that wallet hacking checkout virus wallet thing? Let's just go to virus scan. It should pop up in Google here. How do I scan? Virus total. That's the one, I think. Yeah, let's just go to that. We're going to open this up. We're going to choose a file here. I'm going to go to downloads. Oh, I didn't do it on this. Hold on. False alarm. I got to go to... Oh, what node did I put it on? I put it on one of my nodes. Okay, I'm going to go into here. Now I'm going to go into this one, I think. Now I'm going to come into here. All right, so now we're going to log into here. All right, I have these shut off because I'm streaming. Now I'm going to bring up. Do I have it in this one? Downloads. Yeah, there it is. So now let's Google virus scanner and see what pops up for their Windows wallet. So virus scan. Free virus scan. This virus total. Where are you? Oh, man. Virus total. Virus total. There we are. Let's go this. Now we're going to come into here. I'm going to choose that file. We're going to come into here. Open. Computing. Blah, blah, blah. Now it's K. So everything is good except for that top one, I think. Yeah. So what's this top one? Anybody smart out there could tell me what this is. Is this just a false positive or is this actually something bad? I don't even know. Yeah, virus total. So anyone know how to read this? Is this a bad one or is this like a false positive? Looks like a Trojan. Yeah, I don't know. It says Trojan window Evo Gen C5284445. But everything else looks good except for that one. So I don't know what it is. So I didn't unzip it or anything, obviously. So I didn't get a wallet. But I did want to test. I wanted to see if. So I guess I can close all this out now. Close. Leave. Shut off the nodes. Bam, bam. But yeah, so I was going to try that but supposedly it doesn't work. Because if you actually look at all the pools and the hash rate here, there's not that much hash rate to allow the for ASICs to be on. The difficulty actually just shot up. So maybe someone got it to work. But I was going through people's workers and it looks like they're all using GPUs for this. And as we know, there's a lot of GPUs out there. A new coin emerges, especially on something efficient like this. People are going to flock to it. But yeah, I don't have my GPU on it. But I did want to test it just so I knew myself. Because it does say K heavy hash. So in theory, that is the Kaspa algorithm. It should be able to work. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention on their pool though, they did change something. Where is their website working? And at least their website's working right now, I guess. Kind of. Not really. Doesn't want to load. It says something about K heavy hash, forked for GPU. They changed their website. It's different. Okay, it's different. Okay, I don't know where it says that anymore. It used to be a different website. They updated it or something. All right, I don't know. But it says GPU mining algorithm. So I don't know what they mean by that situation. I seen something else. I was looking at another coin. I don't know what it was. Was it Carlson? Was it Carlson's website? This is something interesting too. Where's Carlson? I don't know. Actually, no. Is it Carlson? I just want to go to Carlson. I want to go to their website. I don't know if this is the one I was thinking of or not. Engage. Read the white paper. I don't want the white paper. I want to know. Maybe it was a different coin. No. Okay, no, it wasn't this. White paper integration guide. Maybe it was that other coin. Maybe it was this coin, but now I can't find it. But anyway, there's something to go on. They're forking it. And I don't know if they're going to add another chain to it, but they're also looking into a CPU miner mixed with the GPU miner. And I was like, what coin is it? I can't even remember what coin it was right now, but it looked like something was also going to fork a CPU side of it as well. And I don't know. I can't remember what it was. It's either Carlson or is that one. Maybe it was Pyron. I don't freaking know anymore. It was the other day. I was doing things pretty quick and I just skimmed through it. Have Yeti run the wall? Yeah, I could definitely have that happen. Want to know your option. I have 1,500 euros. Could I go for an ASIC or a GPU mining? Oh, Deadly Wolf, and you're in euros, so your power price, you know, not financial advice. I would just look for a coin that you approve of the most. Personally, Kaspa is still the most profitable way to mine crypto. You cannot deny the fact that it's been around for X amount. The block reward, yes, gets harder to get it. You are mining less. Its profitability is dropping each month, but it's still the number one coin and giving you the most profitability for your hardware. You cannot deny that fact. So, you know, I'd say go with Kaspa. They do have Coin Mining Central in the description if you want to use them. They are based in Europe, but yeah, you know, not financial advice. GPUs obviously have more versatility, but you also have expensive power out there. So I don't really know. I don't know. Maybe you're better off just to pick a coin that you believe in and just buy it and wait for the bull run and cash out. That might be your best option based on your power as well. I don't know. Everything's down right now too. So crypto's at a discount right now. So buying might be your best option. For me, CPU mining is the only one that could be worth it. Yeah, I feel this is going to be a bull run for CPUs. And it's funny because, you know, I was doing CPU mining videos last bull run, but everyone said I was stupid. So that's dumb. You don't mine on CPUs. CPUs don't make nothing. There were times early Raptorium days, even with peak Ethereum, where 3090 at the time was making $12, $14 a day. A 3900X was making $14 a day also on early Raptorium. Obviously, that's not the case anymore. But, you know, it's just funny how the transition moves now. It seems like because there was no Ethereum level event, even if we see Zeph hit $450 or we see major spikes happen on some of these CPU coins, you know, it's not going to cause an Ethereum level event. It will cause a massive hash rate increase for sure. But those coins aren't going to be moving to POS. They're not disappearing. It's not going to hurt all the other coins. You know, once the bear market comes again, it's just a normal cycle. We've seen a boom, and then hash rate will slowly leave. People will sell off their farms again. Things will disappear, but there won't be no, you know, big explosion where Zeph goes to $450, it's paying out massive amounts of money, and then it disappears. Now all the other coins are stuck to hold the bags of all this hash rate. That's what CPUs don't have, and that's still the advantage they have going into this bull market and exiting it into the next bear market as well. So it's going to be interesting. Rabid Mining, I still watch your CPU videos from 2 years ago. Always find something I didn't know. Oh, awesome. Right on. That's pretty sweet. But, you know, it's funny how the transition goes. You know, I've always mined, you know, whatever kind of was profitable at the time. And right now, technically, ASICs, FPGAs, and CPUs are making the most amount of money. GPUs are the least profitable out of any way to mine crypto. You know, it might be a toss-up between hard drives with Chia and GPUs, but I think it would cost a lot more. But I think around, if you're using the same amount of power as a GPU, even Chia mining would probably be making more per day than a GPU would be based on that. But then obviously it costs quite a bit more to get all those drives to equal the same power as a single GPU or something. Ron MVC. I don't know. I don't know how to really answer that. You know, I really hope it does come back for sure. But we have to get through that one unknown key factor, which is how much hash rate is waiting to turn on. And that's why earlier I went through that 3070 thing, 20 cent power as the baseline. Right now, that's negative 17 cents on the best coin. So I think once a 3070 at 20-cent power, it does hit 60 cents. And then that means people at 10 and 11 cent power cheaper are probably going to be in a couple dollar range. And they're going to be like, awesome, GP mining is back. It's absolutely insane. But if you look at the 20-cent power, they're really only at 60 cents. And then a lot of hardware will start turning on. And that could eventually drive it down to only 5-cent profits, 1-cent profits, or even in the negatives again. But then again, the 20-cent power people will hit that negative profitability first, so then they would slowly be backing off. So, you know, there is just a huge unknown depending on where all these GPUs are hiding, what the power price is on that hardware, and, you know, what level they want to put in. Personally, I feel, based on the information I've been getting, that is around that 60-cent profit. I mean, 60 cents after power is when a lot of, you know, hash rate will start turning back on at that 20 cent per kilowatt hour range. So that's the numbers I'm really keeping an eye on to see how well we will do moving forward into the, you know, the peak of this bull here. What do you think of Vish AI? I have a couple nodes. I don't know, honestly. It's very efficient to mine. It made decent amounts of money. Personally, myself, I was selling it daily and buying Zeph with it because I feel Zeph could do some crazy things this side, and I really want to get as much of it as I can. So that's what I've been doing. As for Vish itself, I don't know what the blockchain really plans to do for the future or anything. Nodes are definitely making money. It's free power coins that you're getting there, so whether you're hodling that or selling it or investing into more nodes is totally up to you. But I don't know the future of the coin. I haven't really been following it. I can use 1,000 watts of euro free electricity. That's nice. So you got 1,000 watts every year that you can use for free. Huh. Well, that's pretty sweet. 1,000 watts. That would definitely. Oh, that's a decent amount of hash off just 1,000 watts, depending what you want to rock. Sometimes I convert my mining losses into Alephium 0 and I stake the Aleph 0. Yeah, I'm not sure what that is. I've seen a couple people talk about Aleph 0. I don't even know what that is. It's staking. Wait a minute. Does this show up here? Let's just go into this. Aleph. So it's not even on here. Is this just a straight POS coin? If so, then I don't know nothing about that at all. So yeah, I don't know. I feel it's easier and way less a headache CPU mine. You set it up just for all-around setup and then just switch coins. You don't really need to tweak anything besides the number of cores. Yeah, very true. You know, I've been saying that. Maybe I'll do another video on, you know, initial setting up your CPU. But all you got to do is really, like, unlike a GPU, you're tweaking for all these algorithms. Yeah, you're setting your flight sheets and your bat files for each coin and stuff. But all you do is tweak for random X, you know, Monero, Zeph, stuff like that. And then you just swap to any coin. You don't have to worry about rigs going down at that point. If you're stable on random X algorithm, you will be stable on all the other coins. And then you can just swap in an instance. Nothing to mess around with. You make a flight sheet, add the coin, go. You're done. Very, very fast and easy to CPU mine. Once you get the hang of, obviously, doing the settings and stuff in the BIOS. I was thinking about a Jazzminer X4Q. Jazzminers, yes. Jazzminers are one of my favorites for sure. I do enjoy those. The Ethash. I do think Ethash could, well, hopefully does something good. You know, there's ETC on the ETC hash. You got Octa.Space out there. I don't really know about the other coins, really, personally. But those are the really ones I've only been following is Octa.Space and ETC. And I've been trying to get a little bag of each one of those. But we'll see what happens. You know, I think we could see nice profits happening on this Ethash algorithm. More tweaking than a junkie. Oh, there we go. There's just looking around. What's going on? Just need a good PDU. Yeah, I'm up in the air. I might want a new one. Like, well, what I have now works just fine for everything I have. But if I do end up with a miner, like say a KS3M or a KS3, something that uses over 2100 watts, I am going to need a different PDU. Because the way mine is set up, it has 4 banks of 4 C13 plugs, and each one of those banks is on an 8 amp fuse individually. So 4 banks of C13, 8 amp fuse, 4 banks of C13, 8 amp fuse, 4 of those. Now I also have 4 C19 plugs, which does make it good because then, you know, I can pretty much run everything without converters and stuff like that and attachments. I have the plugs for everything, but they're only at 12 amps. I wish they were higher. It's a 30 amp 240 volt PDU, but the the C19s are only 12 amps. So if I'm going in my calculator here right quick, I'm going to go 12 amps times 240 volt. On the max, that's only 2,880 watts. I times that by the 80% rule. You know, that's 2,300 watts. So I only have 2,300 watts that I can run there on that. And, you know, so a lot of these Bitcoin miners, you know, some of the KS3Ms or something, they're like, what are they? 3,000 watts, 31, you know, some of the big ones. So I won't be able to do that. I've been looking for splitters, but that's probably not a bad idea to use 2 outputs, 2 C19s to like a single or a double C20 or something. I don't think that would be a good idea, but maybe it will work. I don't know. But I can't really find the attachment for that in the first place. I don't want to blow anything up. So I might need a new PDU that just has a bunch of C13s on it, and there's no fuse internally within it, and it just runs. It's a 30 amp 240. Obviously, I can track at the wall what the power is, and then I can just run, you know, C13 to C19 cables or something if I need to. But yeah, right now, everything I have, though, I have 2 PDUs like that. Both of them are like that, and they work just fine. But if I ever get a bigger power-intensive miner like that, I would have to change my PDU just to run it. Yes, more CPU mining content. Which CPU do you have? On a plane, Rabid's old internet speed. You're on a plane. Where are you going? Where are you going? You're going. Oh, I know what you're doing. So Radiant's gonna hit probably $1 in the bull run. So I think he's out picking his private island that he's gonna be purchasing. So awesome. Planning ahead, getting things done. He's ready to roll for the bull run. Smart like truck Bitcoin talk our plat pool. Just looking around. No, you still have 5x of his old speeds. 10 3700X systems would do the trick for me. Can I reinstall my eTMC node onto another computer? Yeah, yeah, for sure. You should be able to. It'll be interesting. You'll have to re-register it again, but I don't know if that'd be an issue. So what I would do, well, first I'd probably ask support, but in theory it would make sense because the way it works is obviously one PC, one license, and you're already registered. So what I would probably do is I contact them, ask them probably if it's okay. But once you do a claim. Once you get to 100 or whatever, do your claim. Shut that one off after you're done your claim, and then install it onto a different PC. You would have to actually, you could probably copy and paste your blockchain height stuff over the registration file and the other file into that. You know what? Let me try to find it so you kind of know what I'm talking about here. Let me just see here. I'm going to come into here. No, I don't want that. I got to minus this. Go into my node. We're going to open file location. Now I'm going to come back 1 into here. Now I'm going to go into my Geth node. So here's my Geth node. And these 2 files right here, node registration.txt, this one and this one. If you copy these 2 into it, then it might just be perfectly fine. Now, I'm not really supposed to mention these things because you're supposed to go into, I guess, support to do this stuff. But if you ever run into the issue where you run out of power, you cut your PC off early, and then it's flashing and won't load, you can see these files here, etcpowbalance.txt and then transactioncount.txt. You delete these 2 right here, and then you rename this one. These are your backup files. Every second it creates a new backup file. You just rename this to this file. So simply you just remove the backup file. What? Yes, I want it. No, I don't want to do it. I don't want to open it. No. Uh-oh. So I just want to click on it like this, and now I just remove that from here to here. I delete that right there, the period dot, the dot back, and then it'll become this file that you already deleted, and that'll fix that. But regardless, regarding to your situation there, this registration file should be the one that says it's already registered. So maybe if you just copy this into the new PC and you're not running 2 nodes and trying to cheat the system, if you're still running just the 1 node because you removed the other one, then you should be good to go in theory. But I would contact support and see if, you know, if that's the way it works out or not. But just looking at everything, that's what I would do, and see if I get flagged or not. Thoughts about Ergo? There's still 7,000 miners are there? Really? Awesome. I don't know. Ergo could do something. I haven't really been following it. Speaking of Ergo, I do have to move my coins sometime. It's been, well, we're coming up to the bull market, 4 years. If you guys are unfamiliar, if you do not move your coins, I think it's every 4 years, you slowly get dusted and it removes from your wallet, and that transaction fee goes kind of to the miners. That's to keep long term of, you know, dead wallets and stuff, to keep paying transaction fees to miners even when the coin no longer is being minted anymore. So that's kind of the incentive there. So every 4 years you do have to move your, I don't know if you just have to log into it or if you actually have to physically move it to another wallet and then back or something. But that's something I definitely got to do here soon, is move my Ergo around before that happens. I totally forgot about that, so thank you for bringing that up. What do we got here? Do you know which size thermal pads are used by the RX 5700 XT RAW 2? No, I have no idea. I've honestly never changed a thermal pad in any of my GPUs. Yeah, so no, I'm not sure. I do have a bunch of thermal pads. I did want to do the 3090 at one point, and then I ended up mining some coin that didn't really need memory, and I didn't have to worry about it anymore. But yeah, I've never changed any pads in any of my GPUs. Now they've been sitting forever, so they probably need a pad job. They've dried up and whatever else. Binance waiting Kaspa's 10 BPS for spot trading. Are they really? Is that a thing? Like, so they're waiting once it hits 10 blocks per second? Did Binance confirm they're going to be adding it? Now, is Binance still a big deal like it used to be? No, ever since CZ there got, I guess, forcefully removed, even though he peacefully resigned, is the way that I guess it probably worked out. Is Binance still, you know, the same superpower it used to be? Or is Binance just, you know, another exchange on the block? Personally, I've never really used Binance. I liked MEXC a lot better. I use MEXC for pretty much anything I can. So that's just my personal opinion. But I'm just curious. Is Binance still a Binance thing? Yeah, dude. Need to change your thermal pads. Yes, it is still the largest exchange worldwide. Okay, right on. I used to change 3090 and 3080 pads due to overheat. Yeah, like 3090 did overheat at times on Ethereum. It got to about 88, 85, 88. You know, around 89, it'd still be fine. It wouldn't start throttling yet. Once it hit 90, 91, it was good, but I let it run. I just let it go. Maybe because I was used to CPUs, because CPUs are indestructible, GPUs aren't. But, you know, yeah, I ran, there's some 3900X there. I ran in the 95-degree range, red hot, for a year straight, all summer. Well, wintertime they're not hot, but for like a couple summers, and they're fine. No issues whatsoever. They just keep on going. CPUs are indestructible. I used to change 3090 and 3080 Ti pads. Yeah, I got a new cable. I forgot. I still got to put it in my PC for my 4090. So I do have the Be Quiet 12VH Power PCI Express adapter cable. So I still got to put that in because I'm using the default NVIDIA 4-pin thing, and this one's actually it's the own 12VH power. What is that? 24-pin, but it comes straight out of the power supply itself, straight to the one plug. So I got to install that here soon. I totally forgot. I was just looking to the side here while I was talking away, and like, hey, you know what? I still got that in a box. Should probably use it before I melt something. Mex fees too high. Are they too high? I don't really notice a difference. I don't notice the fees really. Like I send, you know, if I got to pay the mortgage or, you know, I got to pay something, I send like, you know, 100 USD. Usually when I sell, I pretty much get $100 worth of Litecoin and I send it in there. I don't really notice the fees at all. So yeah, I don't know. Bit of a mouthful for a power cable. Yeah, it's about 600 watts. I bet you I could run a full rig of risers off it though. Too bad they didn't make a splitter for risers for that thing. That'd be pretty sweet. Rabid must be on vacation forgetting all the important work. Yeah, I must be. I must be. I must be. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, guys, wow, we have been here for an hour and a half, so that's awesome. My throat's getting a little bit on the dry side. I have to run to town again, but I do appreciate all you guys for showing up for this live stream, and we will be back for our AMA tomorrow, so I will see you all in the next one. Rabid out. Rig 5 is doing good. All right, Rabid out.